Hello, 6-4. Hello, hopefully to Toka as well. Why is my Spotify not working? Alright, Toka's here as well. Are we doing same pieces? 6-4 will also have first level select in this first set. Can't do SPS, perfectly all good with me. We have level selects between, I think it's 15 and 18 for tier 1. So just give me readies or hover 3s whenever y'all are ready, and I'll get game 1 counted down. Is it only 18 start? Because if it's only 18 start, that's perfectly good with me. Ah, that makes sense. For this, since I was a bit late. Alright, hybrid 3s from 6-4, and a ready from Toka. Let's get game 1 kicked off in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright, both players are off on their respective A-type. Six-4 scoring Tetris number 1. Toka's still waiting on a long bar. Sure enough, we're right. Tier 1 is only an 18 start. Oh, Toka's board. Not looking great in the very early. Toka is 7,006-4 already with 2 Tetrises. For another Tetris. Toka is still trying to get this knocked down. Alright, so Toka is pretty much out of this, still has a bit of a square gap, but looks like we'll be working to build on top of that at 42,000. 6-4 currently at 136, so it's taken advantage of the dig situation here by Toka Toka should still be in good position to get a comeback underway. Set up for a dirty Tetris 2 rows off the bottom. Alright, so about there halfway here. Toka at 119,000. Sixfour attacking on another Tetris going to 195. Toka having to uncomfortably pad out the left. Won't get pieces over and will top at 120. So sixfour at 218 will be good for game number 1. I don't want to interrupt y'all's flow, but I do have to run ads. Sixfour, feel free to play this out. I do just have to run ads to push the next one into the future. I can't do much else. Alright, thank you all for being so patient. Toka now saying, hold up. Alright, Toka. The world of ads, still not over. But 2 of us are good with ads, so as soon as Toka's good. Hello Elias, thank you for the follow. As soon as Toka's out of Advil, we can get this cracking. Sixfour also, thank you for the follow. Alright, we're good. Game 2 coming your way. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Toka off with some early readjustments. Went from wanting to put that J on the left to wanting to put it on the right. Sixfour off to a pushdown points lead. Toka's board. Mega Droughted 6 for the first to score 2 Tetrises. Bar finally comes on Toka's side. Now had to wait for another one to come, but did get a Tetris. Alright, the Tetrises are flowing now. Toka didn't appear to get that T-tuck over on the right. I don't know if they were going for it or... 6-4 off to a bit of an early start. Early lead, I should say. 118 to 65, but now 6-4's board is not looking amazing. Should definitely be able to get out of this, but just gives Toka time to make up the difference. Toka's board not Tetris ready yet, but the Lombard will help to relieve some of the weight over the right side. Speaking of Lombards, 6-4 really needing one right now. $124-139 right now. 6-4 still with the lead. Tetris on Toka's side will take a real-time points lead. Tetris on 6-4 side to take it back. Tetris on the 6-4 side. Toka now set up needing a Lombard.
It's all good.
Both players are at the halfway mark. Six-4 taking a bit more of a lead here. But does have a spire forming in 6-7 that they're gonna have to work around. Getting, I think, nasty LJ bursted there. Finds the Lombard, but still has to be really careful up high. Yeah, doesn't get the Lombard over to the right. We'll top at 263. Toka 253. Needs 263. Thank you, 6-4, for putting it in the chat. 263, pretty much 264. So Lombard should drive it home. There it is. 264, 266 will do it. So Toka, feel free to play this out. I know I just said I had to pause, but sorry, give me 1 minute. I have to quickly figure it out. But I promise it's only a minute. many thanks for your patience. I am back. We are just about ready to game a name. Quick refresh was lagging. I'm gonna also give you a refresh since you mentioned it. Would hate for lag to be a rounding issue, but did I give sixfour the second part? I don't believe I did. So, both players off. Let's kick game number 3 on the way. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It's 1-1. That's what I meant. I know I didn't give a second heart to somebody. I usually have paper in front of me to write on. Yeah, sixfour, go ahead and... yeah, you're good. I usually have paper on my iPad to keep notes on, but I figured since it's only one set and I was already late, I didn't want to mess with it too much. Toka off to 2 Tetrises. Sixfour needing a Lombard to bank number 1 on the left. Toka is topped out at 47,000, unplayable. I will see if sixfour wants to redo. If so, we can. If not, this could not move. What do you mean could not? Like it was a hardware thing with your keyboard. Okay, sixfour is fine with the redo. Put in 10 inputs and dead dropped. Yeah, make sure, take a second, make sure your keyboard's working right. If you happen to have a supplementary keyboard, and if you need to make a tactical switch out. Sixfour in the meantime getting some 19 practicing. Alright, Toka will restart. Oh, speaking of hardware issues, my mouse, my USB peripheral mouse, has just not been working. For a good period of time, and I don't know why. Oh, I know why. It's a shit mouse. Check on toka. Ah, this toka stream back on. Toka, how we feeling? Are we feeling your keyboard's working just fine?
Yes, tell the people right now. Pegboard nerds motto have you locking at the sound. All of the gal go passing when me boy I go drop them a coming. Murder. Me are the burning fire and natural born killer. When me bust into flame, watch out some might sting ya. So turn it, I am make the bad boy bigger. When they come around, we all go on them. Listen to the word and the fire you caught in the middle. When the flames get higher, put up your gun fingers. Return all of the fire, it's a bad man single, give a sign. Pull your gun finger trigger. Return all of the fire, it's a bad man single, give a sign. Pull your gun finger trigger. Pull your gun finger trigger. Pull your gun finger trigger.
Ooh, toka not getting that lumbar over. Alright, it seems to me we're good. Yeah, we have a ready from toka. Alright. Should be good to get game number 3 underway. I'll give sixfour a second to get back to the level select menu. Alright, and that would do 6-4. Grab a drink 1 second. Sounds good. Just hover 3 whenever you're ready. got a hover 3 from 6-4. So we're gonna get game number 3 cracking in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
The loving in my heart won't break in two. I never wanna say that we are.
Both players off.
I'm holding on to what we still have left. And yeah, you know me. The love I give is the love I got. So don't walk away.
Toka not able to make anything happen with these Lombars that are coming. 6-4 getting Tetris number 1. Oh, but Toga, really good. Column 9 Tetris. I didn't even see that was a possibility. Toga still want to get set up in column 9, but was only set up for a triple there. Will be good for Tetris here, but I don't know if, well, sticking to one row off the bottom isn't such a bad idea. There are strictly worse setups in Tetris, like setting up center well. If it works for Toka though, it works for Toka, because Toka is currently on a scoring spree. Has suddenly caught up to 6-4 at 88, 6-4 at 102. Toka, in the meantime, also haven't gotten the board back down to row 0. Board, just a bit of complication in it. It's just one of those things that you gotta wait out, and that's exactly what they're doing. Tetris on 6-4's side to go to 136. Toka is also waiting on a 1 bar. So the players getting a bit droughted in their own right, despite being on different seeds. Tetris on 6-4's side. 6-4, a bit of a lead here over Toga, but only about a 10k lead at any one time. As the king would say, we're neck and neck. .244, 234. We are halfway through these respective editions of 18. Oh, 6-4 early shift there of that Z. Trying to turn this into a dirty Tetris setup. Unfortunately, piece is not coming. 6-4 will top out at 260. Toka at 312 will be good for game number 3. So Toka, feel free to play this out if you want to, but you are indeed good for game number 3. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you could have got out of that, I would have let you play it, but... Alright, we have a ready for 6-4, waiting on that ready from Toka. Toka with a ready, let's get game number 4 cracking. Potential game point here for Toka in 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. By the way, the winner of this match, going on to face the winner of what should be a very, very good match between Winter and Cat. They have not played yet. I believe they are still in the scheduling aspect of it. Sixfour finds a usable lumbar first, and we'll get now 2 Tetris's. Toka still needing to get set up. Triple will do them nicely. Was also trying to get up for another dirty Tetris setup, 5 rows off the bottom, but had to disregard that one. Now 6-4 stack. Needs a bit of TLC. That will do it for 6-4 at 58. So Toka, your J stat is 5-8. That Tetris will put you over it. So Toka Petros is good for game. Oops. How did I have that queued up? Good for game number 3 on their side. Yeah, that was a sick line spin that I saw you hit. I was doubting it at first, but it paid off. It's very well played from Toka. I will let them play this out of their heart's desire. I am going to get this reported. Reported Toka still on this. I think this would be 973. So could potentially get a decent 400k transition. Do it for Toka at 399. That will also do it for me here at the Gilded Lizard channel. I already got this reported, and like I said, Toka, you're going to be going on to play either Winter or Cat. So prepare yourself and also support them in their efforts. So I will see y'all when I see y'all. I do have another restream in, I believe, 4 hours time. I'm taking on a Borrow and Marks. So that should be a really good game. Be sure to check that out. That is at 1800 or 1900, but you'll see the notification when I go live. Anyway, I will catch y'all then. Hope y'all have a great one.